Aces in three-point contest last night. They will battle on the floor here as Brittany Griner and Liz Cambage are having all sorts of fun before this tip. Cambage, part of the hometown Aces, and Griner, member of Phoenix, as Natasha Howard scoops it up and says, all right, I'll try and flip it in. Deladon, Griner, Jonquel Jones laying it in. Kia Nurse and Jewel Lloyd, the starting lineup for Team Deladon. And for Team Wilson, Allie Quigley, Liz Cambage, Chelsea Gray. As Cambage hits the three, Kayla McBride and Natasha Howard are your five starters. Lloyd, a pull-up three, is off the mark. And McBride the rebound. McBride in her third All-Star game, averaging over 15 points, shooting 48% from three this season. Chelsea Gray, the rainbow three, is no good. And it is saved underneath the hoop and collected by Griner.
More twos or threes going to be taken to this game, right?
I think threes.
I think so.
What do you think?
I think threes, and I think that's going to include players like Brittany Griner.
Yeah, trying to go one-on-one with Cambage here. Griner, oh, the finger roll.
Come on, Liz, get in your stance. That's what the All-Star Game's all about.
McBride cups it up and in.
Now, the first couple possessions for both teams, they ran what sort of looked like offensive sets. Now we're back to one-on-one. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Little street ball. You'll have some bigs firing away from deep, and then you'll have someone like Allie Quigley who does that on a regular basis. In her third straight All-Star game, she's shooting 48% from three this season. For a Chicago team that's really played well so far this year.
Yes, they have. Exceeded most people's expectations, for sure.
But not yours, partner.
I thought they were going to be
You saw it coming. Chicago currently the 5 seed. What is a jam-packed playoff picture. As Natasha Howard buries the three.
We're really seeing the new shot clock rule coming into play here, Ryan.
Gray lays it in. Yes, a 20-second shot clock for this WNBA All-Star game. Down from 24. You also are allowed one live substitution per quarter, hockey style. Kia Nurse leans in. Can't hit. How about the job Kia Nurse and the Liberty have done so far this year?
Kia Nurse so improved from a year ago, especially in terms of her two-point field goal percentage. And the Liberty... There's a team that's going to be doing some things.
Natasha Howard with a nifty pirouette. Coming up on the reverse side and finishing. Speaking of big beginnings to this season, Natasha Howard, a legitimate MVP candidate. And Seattle, despite no Sue Bird or Breanna Stewart, in the playoff picture, the 6th seed currently at 12-9. Cambage, a little crossover. Couldn't hit the three. And Jonquel Jones, the rebound. Allie Quigley says, I'm sorry. A little contact on the board. Griner. Won't finish, but Jonquel Jones does. Would you be shooting exclusively threes out here?
No, as long as you can be assured you're not going to have any contact. What an offensive board and finish there. Yeah, you don't want to get bumped and bruised around in an All-Star game.
No, so you're hanging on the perimeter even as a big.
Well, unless you can know that if you go inside, people are going to leave you be. And in the first quarter, they tend to do that. It's the fourth quarter that gets real.
This Cambage was shading away McBride, who launches and can't hit. Here comes Lloyd. Lloyd's pull-up three. Rattles out. An early 9-point lead for Team Wilson. This Cambage is having all sorts of fun. Cambage looking to break down Griner. Can't quite finish. This Cambage's Las Vegas Aces, currently the 2 seed as Griner goes in for the jam. the back pass, and Cam Page buries the three off the nifty delivery from Chelsea Gray.
Two magnificent passes from Chelsea Gray already in this quarter.
Jonquel Jones, too strong. Deladon flags it down. Jewel Lloyd gets an open look and buries the three. That dunk for Brittany Griner, her third All-Star dunk. Another nice delivery from Gray. McBride can't. It doesn't feel like Chelsea Gray's just made for this kind of game.
Oh, absolutely. She's fancy.
She is. She has turned herself into a Team USA worthy point guard. Griner again throws it down.
It's her fourth career All-Star dunk right here.
See, you guys don't know this about my partner, but not only is she an outstanding analyst, but she is an award-winning mathematician. Timeout on the floor. Brittany Griner with how many dunks, Rebecca?
2 today.
And how many for her All-Star career?
3, and then 4.
One more WNBA All-Star action. Now's your chance to get your favorite players' teams in the continued action this season, all in person. Get your tickets today at WNBA.com/tickets. Now, one of the cool parts of All-Stars, we get to go even deeper into our access, which means right now, Kia Nurse, in her first All-Star game appearance, is wearing an IFB and can hear us. Isn't that right, Kia? So, Kia, tell us, what has this experience been like this weekend? What's been the best part of being here in Vegas as an All-Star?
There's so many good things about it. The best part is probably being around so many amazing players, these vets who have so much experience. They're great people, they're great basketball players, so it's been a lot of fun so far.
When you get into your first All-Star game, what is it that you want to get out there and do? What is it that you want to get out there and prove?
I have no idea. I'm just out there having fun right now, getting my cardio in for the weekend, and enjoying the time. Maybe if I make a three-pointer, it'd be a really nice day.
Kia, how about being a part of Brand Jordan? How much? I mean, that is a very exclusive group. How much does that mean to you?
I mean, I'm so fortunate. These guys are amazing. They went all out for All-Star Weekend. I got these crazy shoes on that Russell Westbrook is the only one who's ever worn them. I got blocks to come with it, so it's been amazing. Very fortunate, and I love Jordan Brand.
And how we just saw a little glimpse of the shoes, but how would you describe them to us, Kia?
They're called Own the Chaotic. They're one piece of every of his PEs from the last display, so it's pretty crazy.
Oh, that's awesome. Outstanding idea. Kia, how about, your New York Liberty, I think have exceeded a lot of people's expectations. Right now, you're just outside the playoff picture. How much of a goal is it for you guys to keep pushing and sort of squeeze your way into the playoffs?
Yeah, I think for us right now, the league is all kind of 10, 9, 11 wins, and I think that's for us. We're right there. We're pushing. We got a great stretch coming up after the All-Star break, and our whole team is back and healthy, so it'll be a good one.
Well, Kia, we appreciate you joining us. Do you feel like, you're part of the Secret Service with the technology we're using there?
Yeah, it's great when I can hear your voice.
Good stuff. We'll let you get back to work. Thank you, Kia.
Thank you.
That's Kia Nurse, who is in her first All-Star game. Her brother Darnell actually plays for the NHL's Edmonton Oilers. And is here able to take in the action, which, a lot of times their seasons would compete in college. So special that he's able to be here for his sister's first All-Star game.
You notice since some subs came in that the intensity has picked up a bit out here, Ryan?
Yeah, they're playing a little more D, huh?
Yeah, Diamond DeShields came in and got the steal right away.
Diamond DeShields, who won the skills challenge last night, as Christy Tolliver hits the little buddy. Here's Erica Wheeler in her first All-Star game, an undrafted player going to the All-Star game. And it's especially impactful when you think about her story, an incredible road here, but also how rare it is for an undrafted player to be in the All-Star game. Last undrafted player was Erica DeSouza back in 2014. But what puts Erica Wheeler, who's dribbling it up the floor now, in a more exclusive club is she is the first player who made her debut after 2002, who was undrafted to go to an All-Star game. So it has been a really long time since we've seen an undrafted player enter this league and then go to the All-Star game. Of Courtney Vandersloot, by the way, just checked in the hockey-style substitution. And Sylvia Fowles lays that in. So that was our first live sub in the middle of action. These teams get one per quarter as part of the All-Star rules. So Sylvia Fowles hugs Brittany Griner.
I was kind of hoping for more than just one per quarter. It'd be really fun to see how it worked if you were able to do it multiple times.
Yeah.
Not the hug of by Brittany Griner.
No.
The hockey-style sub.
I understand what you were saying.
Okay.
Yeah. Griner will now check out post-hug. 15-point lead early for Team Wilson.
Yeah.
Becca's three, wedges up there. And Diamond DeShields leaps up to get it. Taking a look at the upcoming WNBA national TV schedule. NBA TV Tuesday, Chicago at Connecticut. CBS Sportsnet Wednesday has Indiana hosting Atlanta. On ESPN2 Thursday, we will be in LA for Vegas and the Sparks. For more on these games, please go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app.
And right now, Ryan, more threes have been taken than twos.
See? You knew what you were talking about.
Oh, but it's even, I think, after that Nike shot.
Right. So some of you may be actually tallying who's winning Team Deladon or Team Wilson. Rebecca is into who's shooting more twos or threes. And there's a three. The Shields can't finish, and Tolliver comes up with it. Tolliver's Washington Mystics currently with the third best record in the WNBA at 12-6. Corner jump is good for Tina Charles. Down court feed to Shields. Over to Dupree. She'll softly lay it home. Candace Dupree has found herself here often in her career. 7-time All-Star, 6th all-time on the scoring list. As Wheeler directs the rebound over to Odyssey Sims. She's had a big year in Minnesota. Wheeler able to collect, tiptoeing the baseline. Trying to get around Vandersloot, who thought it was a double dribble. 2 seconds left. Sims gets it off and hits the three to end the first quarter. A big quarter for A'ja Wilson. Her team has a 16-point lead after one. Did she get it off the time? Oh, yeah. Plenty of time for Odyssey Sims. That's the end of the first quarter here at the All-Star Game. We'll be back with quarter number 2 after this message and a word from our ABC station.
Bench mob.
Shield providing us with some of the excitement from the first quarter of this WNBA All-Star Game. It's certainly been exciting days for Megan Rapinoe and Sue Bird, and they are with our Holly Rowe.
Well, Megan Rapinoe might be the most sought-after woman in America right now. All of the appearances you've been making everywhere. Why was it important for you to be here at the WNBA All-Star Game?
I'm basically just a fangirl of the WNBA, obviously with Sue. But being able to sit courtside at an All-Star Game, this is one of the most fun things I've done.
Oh, it's so great. You know, you had such an epic World Cup. We've talked a lot about the messages that you have talked about for our country, but more importantly, your athletic ability. And I want to credit Sue a little bit. You had maybe the performance of a lifetime, winning the Golden Boot, the MVP of that tournament. How has this partnership and training and getting your bodies right impacted you?
I'm on the Sue plan. Just whatever Sue is doing, I'm going to try that. She's already ahead of me in everything, so I'm just trying to emulate what's happening over here.
All right. It is all-star caliber training with Sue Bird in your corner, right?
It is.
Sue, there was a big announcement today from USA Basketball that impacts you and a tour nationally for USA. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so it's a program that USA Basketball, WNBA, myself and Diana helped put together. An opportunity for us to be around all year. So we'll be here in the fall, winter, spring. A chance to train and also build momentum for the Olympics. We're super excited about it.
All right, so excited. Power couple. Can the rest of us get on the Sue plan? Can we all get in on that?
Everybody's welcome on the Sue plan.
Okay, done. It just happened. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Sue and Megan. I think that Team USA, the pre-Olympic tour, if you will, is going to be outstanding. They made an announcement earlier today, as Sue was talking about, and they're going to be playing in several different cities against different college teams in the middle of their college seasons as well. It's going to be some awesome games.
This is the first time since 1995-96 that the USA basketball has done something like this, and it's great for people and fans to see these players in the off-season of the WNBA and to see them compete against their favorite college players and college teams. For these women to have a chance to stay here and make some money while they're on this tour. Just great news by USA Basketball. How about Diana and Sue being the ones who brought the idea to USA Basketball?
Yeah, I love the idea from Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird. And excited to see those games. Sue has had to watch her team play this season as she's dealt with injury. The Storm have yet somehow still been able to exceed expectations. Here's Erica Wheeler. The no-look feed to Fowles on the run. And Sylvia Fowles puts it down. And then the steal by Sims and the layup. By the way, the 39 points Team Wilson scored in the first quarter, the most points in any quarter in All-Star history in the WNBA. Wheeler, another three. It's good. Erica Wheeler is feeling it. She has 15 points, and it's 5 of 5 from three-point range.
Pretty good for her first time.
First-time All-Star, the undrafted Erica Wheeler. She going to take another? She is. Oh! 6 for 6 for Erica Wheeler from three. Putting on a show in this first half.
And Ryan, if you're just an average WNBA fan looking at the rosters for the All-Star game, Erica Wheeler is probably the player you know the least about. So good job, Erica, letting people know.
Oh, couldn't quite get that one to drop with the one of honor in her face. Erica Wheeler, is an amazing story. She grew up in Little Haiti, Miami, in her grandmother's house, 3-bedroom, with 12 different family members. She, her mother, and her 2 sisters then moved to Liberty City. She was incredibly close with her mother and actually lost her mother in July of 2012. And this time of year has always been super emotional for her. But she said this year feels a little different because she's an all-star. So a much different July this go-around for Erica Wheeler and LaChina Robinson.
Yeah, Erica Wheeler is making her all-star debut with a little extra motivation, but it's the same motivation that has propelled her career. Her mom, as you mentioned, Melissa Cooper, died of cancer in 2012. You said it, July 17th. So, yes, this month is usually a tough one. So when she got that call that she was an all-star, it gave her the lift she needed to make it through this month. And pregame, she wore a piece that she got from one of her friends, Duke Johnson, that plays for the Cleveland Browns. One side of it is a picture of her mom, Melissa. The other side says, "Look, Mom, I'm an all-star." Her mother's still driving her today.
That is awesome. Awesome stuff, LaChina. So cool. And I'm sure her mom is super proud seeing the first half that Erica Wheeler has had here. 18 points, 6 of 7 from three-point range.
When Wheeler came out of the game, got a big hug from another first-timer, Diamond DeShields.
McBride hits the three, and a 22-point lead for Team Wilson. They haven't missed Asia so far.
Right. Well, as I'm sure it's her coaching on the side.
I think you're right. Exactly. I don't think she has a voice left to coach.
Right, true.
McBride's pull-up three. Thomas skips it ahead. Griner, a third dunk, and she hangs on the rim this time. She's the first player in WNBA history with multiple dunks in an All-Star game, and this time it's 3 of them.
How many is that for her career, Ryan, in All-Star games?
3 plus 2, 5.
Well done.
Collier, no. That's a deep one from Chelsea Gray. Off off the mark. I mean, if you're Team Deladon, you got to be thinking, hey, we need to get back in this, right?
Yeah, we got to start making some shots.
Deladon's leaner is good.
They're certainly not going to say we got to get back in this one by playing tougher defense.
Not essential here. Oh, Chelsea Gray, nifty. Tried to squirt it out to McBride. Timeout on the floor. Brittney Griner going to the two-hand jam. Her third of the game, and this time hanging out for a little while. Back to the AT&T WNBA All-Star Game 2019. Team Wilson with a 64-46 lead on Team Deladon. Kristi Toliver, not only an All-Star, she also, we know she's an assistant coach with the Washington Wizards, and here coaching her team in the huddle during the All-Star Game.
Let's see if this play works when they get on the offensive end.
Trying to draw something up. Because right now, Team Deladon is facing an 18-point hole. But as we see in All-Star games, these things tend to ebb and flow.
They just need to start hitting their threes. They'll be fine.
That's right. Yeah, they struggled from three in the first quarter, 1 for 14. Oh, another no-look dime from Gray. Here's the rookie Collier. Can't bank it in. McBride tees it up and knocks it down. Already 13 threes for Team Wilson. They're 13 of 26 compared to Team Deladon's 3 of 17.
All right, so the screen for Kia Nurse to get the 3 and another miss for Team Deladon.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Well, Erica Wheeler in her first All-Star game has been putting up so many shots that she's over here on the bike. What are you trying to do over here? Stay loose or get hotter?
I'm just trying to stay hot. Hopefully I get even hotter. I'm going to keep shooting it.
This is your first All-Star appearance. You weren't drafted. Here you are making a name for yourself on this stage. What did you think when you got on the court today to try to get some shots up?
Just leave it all out on the court. You know, it's a fun experience, but at the end of the day, we want the W. I didn't come to play just to have fun. I want to win, you know?
People who are just seeing you play today for the first time, what is it that they want to, that you want them to know about you, Erica Wheeler?
I want to be unforgettable. I want to be that kid that grew up and chased a dream. You know, I didn't take the route that everybody took. I just want to inspire the youth of that. You know, you don't have to get drafted or you don't have to go the second route. You know, just never give up. Keep chasing your dreams.
All right, unforgettable Erica Wheeler. We think you are unforgettable. Good job.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
All right, keep that mic going. Go.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Erica.
An effervescent personality, and you've documented her story getting to this point. It's easy to root for that young lady.
Very easy. And Wheeler is 1-3 away from tying the WNBA All-Star Game record. 7 threes made by Toliver last year and Shoni Schimmel back in 2014. Remember the Shoni Schimmel All-Star Game, Rebecca?
2014 is still my favorite.
That was some kind of show, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Gray, the rainbow, does not drop, but the follow does. And we see Chelsea Gray as Griner this time is just going to lay it in. What do you think of LA? What, you know, they've been able to still wedge themselves in as the 4 seed currently, despite the injuries they've dealt with. And, you know, you think Candace Parker or Maria Vadeeva will be back at some point.
LA is going to be dangerous when they get everybody back and healthy. Candace Parker, Maria Vadeeva, Elena Beard. Raquana Williams still has 7 games left on her suspension. This is an LA team, because of their experience. If they make it into the playoffs, they absolutely can win a championship this year. I'm eager to see what that looks like when it comes all together.
Well, Kia Nurse told us it'd be a good day if she hit a 3. She just hit one.
It's a good day.
As McBride connects on yet another 3, the 15th for Team Wilson. Griner will try. Lloyd able to pedal the rebound through traffic and give Griner another crack. I'm not not sure that's Brittany's stroke.
It's not her strength. At least today she has more dunks than she had made threes.
She does. Cambage finds Howard. Here's Alyssa Thomas. Another look for Nurse. Can't hit.
Bring it up, Liz.
Foul called against Griner. And we'll have a timeout on the floor. 1:34 to go in this first half. Team Wilson scoring in bunches that lead by 15. Up with the WNBA halftime report presented by State Farm. We'll have a special performance by Teyana Taylor and much more. What has already been a record-setting opening half as Team Wilson has scored 75 points with time still on the clock. They have 15 made threes and no turnovers. As we check in with LaChina Robinson, who is with Sylvia Fowles.
That's right. I am with the Sylvia Fowles of the Minnesota Lynx, and your team's got a nice lead. What did you do? So what was your coaching to get you here?
It really wasn't no coaching. Bench mob looked at each other and we was like, look, we got some speed, so we just going to go out here and run them, and that's exactly what we did.
You're not used to coming off of the bench, so what was that experience like for you?
I actually like coming off the bench. It kind of gives you like that look over the game and see how it's going, so when you get in, you know exactly what you need to do.
We won't tell Cheryl Reeve that you like coming off the bench.
Please don't tell her.
We won't. You've been a part of a lot of All-Stars. How is Vegas stacked up in terms of the experience you've had?
Vegas is definitely one of the best All-Stars I've been to. The hospitality has been great, and I'm just happy to be here for number 6.
A lot of changes for your Minnesota Lynx this year. We're at that halfway mark. How do you assess things so far and what you have to go?
Staying positive, looking at the games that we didn't do so well, knowing that we didn't lose by that much, so it's the small things that we need to figure out and continue to do the things that we've been doing good.
Is Erica Wheeler showing out for Miami or what?
Erica Wheeler is showing out with a 305, baby. You can't see her.
Thank you, Phil. Thanks, guys.
Oh, you gotta love Sylvia Fowles. A 6-time All-Star, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, 2-time Finals MVP. And loving what her fellow member of the 305 has been doing in this first half. You know, one of the things you started the day talking about, the first-time All-Star, Rebecca, and Erica Wheeler is one of those first-time All-Stars. Really fun, young talent. Diamond DeShields, Nafisa Collier, also first-time All-Stars. Kia Nurse, another first-time All-Star. A nice infusion of new young talent in this game today.
This is a season where so many veterans hurt are not playing, and the question coming into the season, what was it going to look like? Well, these young guys have done a pretty good job picking things up for the league.
And Kia Nurse right on cue. She now has 10 points. Tied with Brittany Griner for the lead for Team Deladon. As McBride misfires on a 3. Agumake the rebound. Will they get off a shot in time? Lloyd can't hit. And that will do it for the first half. Team Wilson leading Team Deladon 77-63 after the first 2 quarters of play here at the 2019 WNBA All-Star Game. Erica Wheeler, the leading scorer, 18 points in that first half. A 14-point cushion. You know things could end up tightening, though, in the second half. Those things tend to happen. Liz Cambage is standing by with LaChina Robinson.
Oh, wait a minute. We got to talk about real stuff right now. Liz, your team had the lead, but you were really setting the tone early, bringing the ball up the court, shooting threes. What message are you sending in your play so far?
I'm a point guard. If you haven't realized, just because I'm tall doesn't mean I'm not a point guard. You can be whatever you want to be in life. So I keep saying I'm a point guard. I'm going to speak it into existence. Matt don't want me to shine today. She cussing me out for bringing the ball up, but this is my day. This is my day to be a guard.
Well, cursing you out must be working because you guys have a lead. What has it been like, this whole experience? I mean, so much going on here in Vegas. You're obviously hosting. What's been the highlight so far?
It's been a really fun weekend. Yo, we've been having a little bit too much fun. I may or may not be running off 6 hours sleep for the past 3 days, but it's just so much fun, like getting to hang out with the girls and a more relaxed environment and doing stuff with the fans.
Now, I know it's important that you win this game. One key for the second half.
Make your shots. If you're going to shoot your shot, make it.
There you go, guys. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, LaChina and Liz. Our score here at halftime, 77-63, Team Wilson in front of Team Deladon. Stay tuned for the WNBA Halftime Report presented by State Farm and a performance from Teyana Taylor. That's coming up after these messages. We welcome you back to Las Vegas, Nevada. Getting ready for the start of the third quarter of the WNBA All-Star Game 2019. Team Wilson, a 14-point lead on Team Deladon. Ryan Ruocco alongside the Hall of Famer Rebecca Lobo. Big reason for that 14-point lead, the play of first-time All-Star Erica Wheeler.
She was absolutely terrific. In 7.5 minutes, she was the leading scorer in this game so far. She was just outstanding from the three-point line. I mean, the difference between what Team Wilson and Team Deladon were able to do from the three-point line was drastic, and much of it was because of Erica Wheeler.
Well, Wheeler, we saw, it didn't matter how she was getting them, whether she was dribbling up, dribbling back, contested, uncontested, she was burying 3 after 3.
And, you know, you just hope that here in the second half, if she gets hot again, that Bill Lambier will roll with her, because, again, only 7.5 minutes in that first half.
Well, speaking of first-time All-Stars, Diamond DeShields, also a first-time All-Star. See the numbers from Wheeler in that first half. And Diamond wearing a mic for us, so that means we get to listen in to Diamond Wired for Sound.
Liz is a character. Oh, she want to be a point guard so bad. Look at her. Look. Make her foul you. She can't check you, Liz. She can't check you, Liz. She can't check you. She ain't got no choice but to foul you, baby.
How about Diamond talking stuff about her teammate that she shouldn't be trying to be a point guard, and then when Liz comes over, you know, she can't check you.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. One conversation directly to the person, and a different one behind her back.
Yes, pretty much.
Getting ready for the start of the third quarter of this WNBA All-Star Game. They're having the players help with the t-shirt toss here. Ooh, Allie Quigley's got a good arm. The 140 points in the first half, most in any half all time in WNBA All-Star history.
Defense tends to tighten up a bit in the second half of most All-Star games. We'll see if they can equal that 140-point mark.
New shoes for Brittany Griner down there. See if they work. No. Vandersloot on the cut. Spins it in beautifully. Vandersloot trying to get a little something going for Team Deladon in the early going. Vandersloot, a former teammate of Elena Deladon. As Cam Beige misses the 3. Door open for Team Deladon right here.
Trying to make their move. Nice pass, Chrissy Tolliver.
And the elevation and connection from Nneka Ogwumike. Chelsea Gray finds a seam and lays it in.
Chrissy Tolliver channeling her dad George there, trying to call herself for the foul, but the official didn't blow his whistle.
Griner lays it in. You know, Rebecca, we haven't talked a ton about the Connecticut Sun yet today, but they are the team with the best record in the WNBA, tied with Las Vegas 13-6, but right now Connecticut would be the 1 seed. They've been very hot and cold as Agumake lays it in. I mean, what have you seen from them so far this season?
When they're good, they're really good. I mean, they had a stretch. They won 7 in a row, followed by 5 losses in a row, and now they're on a 4-game winning streak. This is a team that can win a championship when they play well, or we could see what we've seen the last 2 years from them and lose in the semifinal round in a one-off.
And that's why it's imperative for them to avoid that and be one of the top 2 seeds. A reminder that 8 teams make the playoffs. The top 2 seeds get byes to the 5-game series semifinals. The 3 and 4 seed get a bye to the second round where they host a 1-game playoff. And then in the first round, the 5 seed hosts the 8 and the 6 hosts the 7 in a 1-game playoff. And it is not determined by conferences. It is all about best record as Griner lays it in. And suddenly it's a 6-point game.
And apparently those are not Griner's dunking shoes.
No.
Those are her layup shoes.
They're the lay shoes. Quigley buries the 3 in front of Courtney Vandersloot and then talks a little junk to her afterwards. The Chicago Sky teammates. Vandersloot can't pop it in.
Chicago Sky teammates, spouses.
So, if you're going to talk smack to someone familiar, that's about as close as it gets.
That's about it.
Griner can't push it in. How about a 3rd try? No. A 4th? Yes. By the way, last year, we had just 2 free throws shot the entire All-Star game. This year, we've had just 3 thus far. McBride's 3, no good. Team Deladon making a push here in the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Agumake bounces out. Vandersloot sets and misfires.
I mean, if this lead diminishes any more, I think Bill Laimbeer has to put Erica Wheeler back in. I mean, at some point, right?
We want Wheeler?
We do.
Such an awesome story. And she, right now, is the leader in the clubhouse for MVP. Natasha Howard buries a 3. See Wheeler waiting. Howard has 10 points. Nneka bangs it in. 20-second shot clock in this All-Star game. Cambage misfires. Alyssa Thomas charging down floor. Thomas bounces it right to Team Wilson. And now Gray on the other end does the Heisman and lays it in.
To her LA Sparks teammate.
Thomas pushes that one in. Quigley cans the 3 and then turns and smiles at her wife. Tolliver misfires and it tilts out of bounds as Quigley and Vandersloot continue to chat. Quigley, not that time. And Vandersloot chases down the rebound. Thomas down court to Agumake, who lays it in. For Alyssa Thomas, her 2nd All-Star game, 6th time that Nneka Agumake has been here. Nneka, of course, getting to play with her sister this year with the LA Sparks. As Nneka's 3 is off. You think like Maeve and Siobhan would do good as teammates? Your children, Rebecca, know what goes well?
They used to pass to one another.
Rose probably the same?
Yeah, probably.
Don't worry, we're not forgetting you either, Thomas.
Listen to you.
I know the Lobo children. Monte Morris catching the action courtside. An 11-point lead for Team Wilson, third quarter action. Rodney Hood in the building as well. Everybody's out for the All-Star game. Taking a look at Mandalay Bay, where Team Wilson is leading Team Deladon 92-81. Third quarter action of the WNBA All-Star game. How about the upcoming national TV schedule? Derek Fisher's team going to be in action first, though. NBA TV Tuesday, Chicago at Connecticut. Then Wednesday, CBS Sportsnet, Indiana hosts Atlanta. And then we will be in Los Angeles to watch Coach Fisher's team take on Vegas, 10 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. Plenty of NBA players past and present in the building today. For more on the upcoming WNBA games, go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. And right now, the commissioner of the WNBA, Kathy Engelbert, is with Holly Rowe.
Ryan, she is the first ever commissioner of the WNBA. She has been on the job about 10 days. Kathy Engelbert, welcome first and foremost. So happy to have you. In that 10-day span, you've already been to 3 different teams and franchises. What is some of the feedback you're hearing from around the league about this job that you've overtaken?
Well, first of all, it's great to be here, great to be in this environment at the All-Star Game. And really what I've been hearing is we have a passionate fan base, but we need a broader fan base. We've got great players. The level of play, as you see today, is amazing. These are amazingly diverse, socially conscious, community-minded players, and we're so pleased to be in this role.
You talk about the fan base. I think what we're seeing here today with MGM and what they have presented with the Las Vegas Aces, what do you say about this all-star environment?
Yeah, just the feel, the vibe, the coolness factor of being here in Las Vegas. And thank you to MGM and our title sponsor, AT&T. It's been a great experience. But really, we need to drive this league to a higher level. Everybody's in it. Everybody's supportive of it. Fan experience, player experience, and everything else will work out.
You talk so much about passion. You played basketball in college for Muffet McGraw at Lehigh. How will your passion translate into your performance as your new job?
Well, it's really nice because we all have the same goals here, to grow women's basketball, to grow the exposure for this league year-round. And having played the game at the college level for Muffet at Lehigh University is really, I'm just so proud to be representing the sport now. I never thought after many years in business I'd be coming back to the sport I love, but it's been a really nice part of the story.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Holly.
All right, Holly, thank you. And thank you to Kathy Engelbert. We're all very excited to have her as the new WNBA commissioner and the first ever commissioner of this league.
All prior heads of the league have been given the title of president. I think a lot of people are excited about what she can do to help grow the business side of the WNBA.
At a time where, you and I have seen it, the talent in this league is just remarkable. And you can see it just in the All-Stars that we have here today, despite, the injuries to some of the staples. All of this young talent has emerged, and many of them are now playing in this game this afternoon.
Finding Erica Wheeler back in. You can tell who I'm excited to watch.
Oh, yeah. As Bonner buries the three. Wheeler already with 6 threes. She's the leading scorer with 18 points. As Diamond Shields hits that three. How about Diamond Shields the year she's having in Chicago?
She's such a terrific athlete, and it's just been a matter of when she was going to emerge as an all-star, and well, it's happened here in her second season.
For more on Chicago, let's check in with LaChina.
Hey guys, well after watching Allie Quigley and Diamond Shields yesterday, we realized that they had a little special advantage. Their entire Chicago Sky team is here in the crowd. Stephanie Dolson and others are here to support Jantel Lavender. And that just speaks to the chemistry of this team, how close they are. They've been here, they've been cheering. And they say that James Wade is very confident in what they're doing this season. So I just think it speaks volumes that the entire team came to All-Star to support their other All-Stars.
I think that's a great point, LaChina. Pretty amazing that the entire team ended up coming just to support their All-Stars.
Especially they've got some young, dynamic players on that team, and I'm sure it didn't hurt to have the game here in Vegas.
Yeah. There might be a location or two they would have avoided. We won't name names. Lloyd misfires. Wheeler had a window for a moment. See if she can create some space. Melissa Thomas going to give it to her. Not that time for Erica Wheeler. Fouls comes up with a steal. Here's Wheeler burning through traffic. And DeShields lays it in. Catch and fire for Lloyd. She can't hit. Back into the arms of Wheeler. Scored 18 in the first half, and now has 20 for the game.
It was this lineup for Team Wilson, this quick group that was in the first half that made a difference and got them the big lead in the first place.
Tia Nurse serves it in. Nurse now with 12 points. DeShields off that time, and the rebound tilts out of bounds. What do you think of the 20-second shot clock we've had here today?
I think it hasn't come into play even a little bit. What about the live subbing, Ryan, other than that one time?
We haven't seen it, right?
We haven't, no.
I'd be taking full advantage of that. Mike Tebow and Bill Laimbeer got to up their live subbing game.
They do.
Or maybe they've just done it so well that we haven't even noticed, Rebecca.
It could be.
I think that's actually the case. I sort of like that idea, though.
Which one?
The live subbing.
Oh, yeah.
Hockey style?
I do. Except if you're the player that, you know, if you want to stay in the game, you just run to the other side of the floor. You don't go anywhere near the circle so you can't come out.
Dupree misses the set three. Here comes Jonquel Jones motoring ahead. Bonner with a bomb. She got it.
Her version of a layup. It's typical DeWanna Bonner.
She loves firing from 30.
Yeah.
Wheeler drops it off to Dupree. Dupree working against Bonner. Can't finish. And a rebound to Jones. Thomas cups it up and off. Jones came flying in. Couldn't quite grab it. Final 10 seconds of this third. Jones making fouls, lays it in off the delivery inside from Sims. Lloyd can't bank it in, and that will do it for the third quarter. Team Deladon able to creep a little closer, but at the end of three, it's Team Wilson that still has a 10-point advantage. That's a difficult matchup right there for Christy Tolliver. Allie Quigley burying threes in the quarter and then talking a little smack to her wife. The WNBA All-Star shoe game on fire here. KD being repped. We saw Kyrie being rocked. How about those Kobe's? I mean, everybody making sure to show out here for the All-Star game with their kicks. You want more WNBA All-Star action? Now's your chance to get your favorite players' teams and the continued action this season all in person. Get your tickets today at WNBA.com/tickets. Well, we saw Kobe's being worn on the floor, and now we see Kobe on the sidelines with Holly Rowe.
It is a little surreal to be sitting here. We're talking about the Kobe's that players are wearing. What do you think about the shoe game? What has impressed you the most?
I love them. You know, I'm seeing a lot of different color combinations that I didn't even know existed, quite frankly. But it's fun. I'm seeing a lot of different, shoes, and the way that they personalize them makes it interesting.
I just love that you as a dad, you brought Gianna here today. You brought her to see the UConn ladies on their senior night. You bring your girls to see basketball. Why is that so important to you?
Well, it's important for them to see great basketball. And also just for the women's game in general, it's important to raise awareness about it, to have more women out there playing the game, and it's the future.
You've done a great job with your show Detail. You do a lot of NBA guys, but you also do the women. I've seen an episode you did with Jewel Lloyd. I know you've got a close relationship with her. How are you trying to showcase that in your show Detail?
Well, just trying to break down the game to the smallest of detail, and trying to help players become better. Right, so the player out there that wants to be the next Jewel Lloyd, that wants to be the next Diana Taurasi, the next Sue Bird, how is that accomplished? And it's important to share the knowledge that we have. It was also very fun to watch Diana Taurasi do a detail on an NBA player. you know, and just breaking down the game to the smallest of detail for them.
I know that you've had a good relationship with a lot of these players. I noticed during the halftime, everybody came over here to talk to you, Chris Paul. But, you know, Jewell Loyd's someone you've had a special relationship. You watch game film, you talk to her. What is it that you're trying to help her get to in her game?
Well, I've known Jewell since high school. And so, you know, when she's at Notre Dame and now it's with the Seattle team, I've watched her grow. And we've been in the gym together. We spent time together working on the mid-range game, working on her pull-ups and threes and reading the defense and things of that nature. She's like a little sister to me, so anything she needs, I'm there for.
All right, I saw some video, Gianna. She's got some game. How do you handle that as a dad, where you're trying to encourage her but not overcoach or criticize?
No, you know, it's just about learning and having fun. And what I've learned is like the most important thing for kids at that age is to try to pique their curiosity, get them curious about, you know, get them asking questions, because then they own their own development versus trying to coach and instruct over and over and over. You get them asking questions. How do I do this better? How do I do that better? And you watch them enjoy the game so much more versus being told what to do.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. I love that. Be curious about the game. Yes. Pays off every time. Thank you, Kobe.
You got it. Thank you.
That's an awesome perspective from Kobe Bryant, and definitely a different approach than I'm sure some parents have from time to time when it comes to teaching their youngsters. It was very cool to see the way Kobe continues to support this league. This is the YouTube TV Try It free throw. Watch WNBA games and 70-plus live channels when you try YouTube TV for free at tvyoutube.com. Collier spinning away. No. And knocked out of bounds to Team Deladon. You know, I used to always rock the Kobe Crazy Eights back in the day.
You're bringing us back.
Yeah, way back. That was like, you know.
And if I'm correct, you still have them, don't you?
I do.
You put them on when you go play pickup at Chelsea Piers?
That's right. No, I just put them on to walk around my apartment. Wheeler misses the three. Oh, Jonquel Jones getting tricky and launching. Bonner, that one was a little too far. Here's Diamond DeShields barreling in and finishing. She's had a very strong second half. Diamond DeShields now with 11 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Deladon's 3, no. Team Deladon is crept closer, but they haven't been able to really make it tight yet. Little push off, no foul. Jewell Loyd wanted a whistle, she didn't get it.
I think honestly Sims knew that Napheesa Collier was the only player who hadn't scored yet in this game, so looking to get her the basketball inside.
First bucket for the rookie, Napheesa Collier.
Fitting that it came from her Minnesota Lynx teammate in the past.
And you said it right away, Rebecca, that you thought the fit with Collier in Minnesota would be perfect.
Yeah, her game just is perfect for what Cheryl Reeve likes to do. And how about a Minnesota team that I think everyone expected to be in rebuild mode this year? Instead, they're very much in the playoff picture. I think have exceeded a lot of people's expectations with the roster turnover that they had from last year to this year.
Right now, 10-10 and in the playoffs if the season were to end today. Down court feed, Wheeler put it on the money, and DeShields reverses it in. Loyd catching fire, short. And now Team Wilson a chance to add to their lead. 20 points, 7 assists for Erica Wheeler. Sims pops it up and off. Underneath, Collier's going to have another.
Way to crash the boards in the All-Star game, rookie.
Kia Nurse bangs in a 3. Nurse has 15 points now as Wheeler misfires. And some substitutions here. Nneka Ogwumike comes in for Team Deladon for DeWanna Bonner. And 4 subs from Bill Lambier as Chelsea Gray, Kayla McBride, Natasha Howard, and Allie Quigley come into the game with Liz Cambage. So the original starting 5 on the floor for Team Wilson. Deladon will take. Can't hit the 3. Rebound to Gumake. She gets it right back. Eka fights through the double and lost it. Howard on the steal. Howard doesn't have the numbers, but does have the angle. Lloyd off one leg. Can't get it to drop, but Gumake can.
I'm waiting for these teams to start trying to lock it down defensively. It's not happening.
You might be waiting a while.
Yeah. Till Tuesday when the regular season resumes.
Gray. Fancy. But a turnover. Timeout on the floor. 11-point lead for Team Wilson, and Erica Wheeler's been all over their attack.
Leading scorer at 20 points, but she also has 7 assists. Look at this one on the money to Diamond DeShields.
Okay, KT. And one. Yeah, come back. Let's go,
ESPN's coverage of the WNBA continues Thursday night on ESPN2. The Las Vegas Aces head to LA to take on the Sparks. All starts at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, live from Staples Center. Well, right now, we get to chat with Kayla McBride, who's on the floor. Hi, Kayla. So, what are you pointing out right now? Who's guarding her?
I'm trying to make sure the matchup's all right because I'm not going down there with that coach.
So you're going to guard Elena instead?
Yeah. They guard Nation.
All right, 11 points thus far.
I'm talking to ESPN. I'm not talking to you. What do you think I'm talking to?
Hi, Elena.
Say what's up.
Elena just mouthed. She's distracting me. Now, Kayla, we'll tell you if Elena goes back door on you, okay? Go get that, Kayla.
Oh no, JJ, you don't want it.
I think you need to shout a little louder at John Quill there, Kayla.
I'm getting distracted.
8-point lead for Team Wilson.
Come on, Lizzie.
Hey, I'm blocking that.
Where are you blocking that at?
Nicely done, Kayla. Have you ever scored while being,
No, this is really weird. I'm trying to multitask.
All right, what are you going to do here?
I'm going to see where Lizzie's going.
All right.
Oh. Yep. Come on, Lizzie. Their only chance is Tolliver.
That's it. So you got to lock her down then.
Oh, hell no. No.
Oh, man. Kayla, what's going on?
That's a tough shot.
Need this one, Kayla.
Ah! Yes, Sal, get big.
All right, Kayla, are you guys going to hang on here? What do you think?
I hope so.
Becca, you should probably coach Kayla through these defensive sets.
I'm just happy that she's tolerating our voices while she's trying to close this out.
I'm not going to lie to you.
It's so hard, she said.
You're doing great, Kayla. Don't worry, we're almost at a
that's
break.
a bucket.
Nice screen, Kayla.
Ah!
And that was the 103 attempted in this game.
Stay high.
Box out here, Kayla. Oh, no need. Well, Kayla, thank you for partaking in that experiment with us.
No problem.
All right. Kayla McBride, a good sport, a three-time All-Star. Team leads by 5, under 3 minutes to go.
The AT&T WNBA All-Star Game on ABC is brought to you by AT&T. More for your thing. That's our thing. And in part by Taco Bell's new Steak Reaper Ranch Fries.
Well, yesterday, the skills competition in three-point contest, a show put on as Diamond DeShields won the skills challenge, and then Shakina Strickland knocking down 3 after 3, representing the Connecticut Sun, was our three-point champion.
A little bit of an upset. A lot of people thought Allie Quigley was going to get her 3rd in a row. Instead, Shakina Strickland doing her thing.
And Liz Campaign's doing her thing.
And Ryan, just because I know how much you like it when I talk math,
I do.
We started the game talking about 2s and 3s. As of right now, there's been 101 3s attempted, 105 2s attempted.
Surprising.
Yeah.
All right, you need a few 3s to catch up.
So does Team Deladon.
They do, but you know what? They've made it a little bit more of a game. 2:54 to go in this fourth quarter. And it is a 5-point game. Wheeler, the hesitation, the floater is good. Erica Wheeler, 22 points, 7 assists, and maybe en route to an MVP award.
Oh, if Team Wilson wins, you would think she would have to win the MVP.
Nneka somehow muscles that in over Howard. And now, Rebecca, I would think you might see a little more defense here. Final 2+ minutes.
Last 2 minutes? I think so.
Howard lays it in. Tasha Howard now at 14 points. Nneka gets that to drop. It's a 5-point game again. Are you feeling overtime?
Maybe. That'll bring us back to, what, 2014?
Yes.
In overtime.
That was an amazing game. Wheeler off on a 3 and an opportunity here for Team Deladon. Jonquel Jones will fire. No. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by Team Wilson. It remains with Team Deladon. Team Deladon has not led since it was 4-3. Deladon needs a bucket. Alyssa Thomas bounces out. Agwuemeke short on a 3. Now the most points by a team all time in a WNBA All-Star game, 130 back in 2017 by the West. As McBride misfires, fouls, can't reverse it in. It's controlled by Jonquel Jones. Vandersloot nearly lost it, and it's out of bounds off of her as she goes tumbling into the front row. Nice defensive play by Erica Wheeler.
This last 2 minutes, there's a little hustle involved now. Great hustle by these two. Good defensive job by Wheeler.
And the right call. Roy Cobain, Cheryl Flores, Fatu Sissoko Stevens are officials.
They could have gone to the monitor. I'm glad we didn't go to the monitor in an All-Star game.
Wheeler, the breakdown, couldn't spin it in. And a timeout taken by Mike Thibault. Might have thwarted a fast break there, but he wants to draw something up for his squad. Down 5 with 52 seconds to go.
Think Thibault's drawing it up, or you think Christy Tolliver's drawing it up?
Good question. All right, Rebecca. 5-point game, 52 seconds left. This is where we clearly see that all of a sudden these teams want to win this game. So you, Coach Lobo, what are you doing if you're Team Deladon?
Well, certainly Mike Thibault wants to win the game. So you're going to set some screens because in an all-star game, it's going to be tough for the defenders to get through. I think you might look for a 3 here. Maybe Jonquel Jones for a deep 3. That's where we're going.
That's what Coach Lobo's drawing up?
I don't know what Coach Thibault's drawing up, but that's what Coach Lobo's got.
How about just the day so far as a whole, Rebecca, and seeing players like Erica Wheeler, and Diamond DeShields and Kia Nurse able to shine on the stage.
You know, I just think it's been important because in the history of the league, the WNBA has been a veterans league. And this year, you have seen the growth and emergence of some of these young stars, and you just named a few of them. And it helps to show that the league is in good hands when a player like Sue Bird or Diana Taurasi are out because of injury. And we hope that both of them come back before the season ends. But it's just been a great showcase for the young talent in this league.
Sue Bird and girlfriend Megan Rapinoe enjoying the action courtside. Plenty of stars in the building, and what will they be treated to in the final 52 seconds? Tolliver, Bonner, Jones, Vandersloot, and Ogwumike are the 5 for Team Deladon. Down 5. Tolliver, guarded by McBride, shovels inside. Ogwumike lays it in, and it's a 3-point game. Team Deladon trying to get a stop here. Chelsea Gray doesn't want it to happen. We know she's got clutch dripping through her always. 7 to shoot. Wheeler, the potential MVP, with 2 to shoot, will heave and hit. Erica Wheeler, perhaps sealing both the game and the MVP. Tolliver misfires. Nneka trying to squeeze a pass out and stolen by Wheeler. McBride will put it up. But that is going to do it. This 3 just cosmetic as Tolliver hits it.